This is lecture 5 of chapter 2 class 9th polynomials. So in our previous lectures we have used the term factorization of the polynomials. So in this lecture we will discuss the factorization in details. So the first term we have over here, it is the factor. So we are saying if two polynomials are given to us, px and qx, these are two polynomials given to us. We say qx is a factor of px if qx divides px exactly. So we have seen so many examples in the previous cases that if we are talking about x minus 2 is a factor of this, it means x minus 2 divides x square minus 3x plus 2. So if you will write x square minus 3x plus 2 and you divide it with x minus 2, so the remainder will be 0. So we are saying x minus 2 is a factor of this term, some quotient will be there, remainder is 0. Similarly, this second example is there. We are saying x plus 1 is a factor of x square minus 1. Now the next thing we have is the factorization. So to express a given polynomial as product of polynomials each of degree less than the given polynomial such that no such a factor has a factor of lower degree is called factorization. So what this thing means is suppose a polynomial px is given to us and we can express this polynomial as product of other polynomials. Suppose the degree of px is n, its degree is n. We are saying we are writing it as a product of polynomials, say g1x, g2x, g3x, like this. It may continue or it may end. So we are saying that the degree of g1x is less than n, degree of g2x is less than n, g3 is less than n, and the next condition is that we cannot further gx cannot be or gix cannot be factored. So what is factorization? Px is given to us, some polynomial is given to us, we are writing it as the product of polynomials, and the new polynomials we are finding they cannot be further factorized. So if examples are given over here, so we are talking about it is x square minus 16. So if I am writing it as x minus 4 into x plus 4, so the degree over here, the degree of this polynomial is 2. The degree of these polynomials are 1 and these cannot be further factorized. Similar is the next example. The degree of this polynomial is 2. Degree of these polynomials is 1. So we are saying factorization means that a polynomial is given to you. You write it as the product of two polynomials of lower degree. So some expansions are given to us that we have to memorize. We have to keep in mind, we have to memorize these expansions. So first is a plus b whole square. So that is equal to a plus b into a plus b. When you multiply these terms, you will get a into a plus b into a plus b. So that is equal to a square plus ab plus ba plus b square. So it is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So in place of doing whole of this calculation every time, we are not going to perform this whole calculation every time. In place of this, we will just memorize this expansion, that this is just like a formula and you have to memorize this. So it is a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Similarly, if it is minus sign over here, then it is minus sign over here. And the next one is, these two you might have learned already in your lower classes, and the next one is a plus b plus c whole square. If three terms are there, then it is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2 times ca. If you will manually multiply these terms, you will get these kind of answers. But what we have to do right now is we have to memorize all these formulas, because these are directly applicable in our next, you can say, chapters, or these are very useful formulas. The next formula we have, it is a square minus b square. So to factorize, we have to factorize this term. So how we are going to factorize is, it is a minus b into a plus b. This is how we can factorize this term. Now the next is, if it is a cube plus b cube, the formula is a plus b. We are factorizing this. These will be used in the method of factorization. So it is a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. Next is a cube minus b cube. So it is a minus b, a square plus ab plus b square. So the difference in these two is, it is plus sign over here, it is minus sign over here. So when it is plus sign, we are having negative sign over here and plus sign over here. When it is negative, it is minus sign and plus sign over here. So you have to memorize all these formulas. And next is a plus b whole cube. It is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. So from this formula only you can derive the formula. It is a cube plus b cube, we send this term on this side, is equal to a plus b whole cube plus sign will become now the minus sign. It is minus 3ab into a plus b. So this is equal to, you take a plus b common. So what we are left over here is a plus b whole square minus 3 times ab. This is a plus b into, when you open this, it is a square plus b square plus 2ab minus 3ab. So what we get is a plus b into a square plus b square minus ab, and this is what this formula is saying. Now if you are being asked how we are getting this formula, it is a plus b square, that is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. We multiply it with a plus b again on both sides. On both the sides we are multiplying it with a plus b. So this side will become a plus b whole cube. So that will be equal to, you multiply these terms and you will get this answer. When you multiply these terms, you will get the answer like a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. So the common mistake that the students do is, I am going to talk about that. The common mistake that the students do, it is, what they do, it is, suppose it is a plus 2 square, they write it like a square plus 2 square. When it is a plus 3 cube, they write it like a cube plus 3 cube. These kind of calculations, these are not correct, because the formulas, you have to use these formulas to perform these kind of calculations. Now after these formulas, we have the methods of factorization. So first method we are going to discuss is factorizing by taking out the common factors. So in this method, when each term of an expression has a common factor, we divide each term with this factor and take it out as a multiple. So what it means is, we are going to solve these. We are going to understand this with the help of examples. So first one is 5a square minus 20ab. So what we see from this, I can write it like 5a square minus 4 into 5ab. So what we see from this is, it is 5 over here, 5 in this term. Then we have a over here and a square over here. So this a square we can write it like a into a. So when what is common over here is this 5 and this a, this 5 and this a. So we are taking 5a common. So what are we are left with? From the first term we have taken 5 as common, we have taken a as common, so we are left with a. From the second term we are left with 4 times b. So what we are saying, that the factorization of 5a square minus 20ab is 5a into a minus 4b. Similarly, in the second term, we are saying it is 36, or we just write the, look at these two terms, it is 36 and 60. So what is common in between these two? It is 12, or you can say HCF is 12. So we are writing in terms of 12. So it is 12 into 3, then it is a cube. And in the second term, in the first term it is a cube, in the second term it is a square. So we write it as a square into a cube, we are writing a square into a. Then it is b. Minus 60, we are writing it is 12 into 5. Then it is a square into b into c. So what we can take common from this? It is 12 is common in both of these. Then next we are having a square is common in both of these. And next we are having b is common in both of these terms. So when we take these as common, we are saying 12 a square and b we have taken common. 12 a square and b, 12 a square and b we have taken common. So what we are left with is 3a minus 5c. Now in the next question, we are having b plus c is common. In this also it is b plus c. Both of these terms have b plus c is as common. So when we take b plus c common, what we are left with is, in the bracket, it is 5a minus 7b. Similarly, in the next term, it is 2a plus 3b. This is also 2a plus 3b, but square is there. So it means I can write it like 2a plus 3b into 2a plus 3b. This 6 I can write it like 2 into 3, and this 8 I can write it like 2 into 4. So what is common over here? It is 2a plus 3b and this 2. 2a plus 3b and this 2. So what we are left with is, we are saying this 2 is common, this is common, this is common, and this 2 is common. So we have taken this term 2 into 2a plus 3b as common. So what we are left over here is, in the first bracket we are left with 4, and from the second from this second term we are left with 4, minus sign is already there, we are left with 4, and from the first term we are left with 3 times 2a plus 3b. So this is the answer. Similarly, in the next part we are having x into x minus y into x minus y square plus 3x into x into y into x minus y. Why we are writing it like this? Now look, see over here, this is x, this is x, this is common in both of this. Then it is x minus y, this is x minus y, it is also common, no other term is common now. So what we are doing, we are writing x into x minus y is common. From the first term we are left with x minus y square, and from the second term we are left with is plus this plus sign is there, 3 into x into y. Now we apply the formula on this. It is x square plus y square minus 2xy, and this term is plus 3xy. When we adjust these two terms, what we are left with is plus x y. So this is our final answer, that it is x into x minus y into x square plus y square plus x into y. Now the next method we have is the factorization by grouping. So we are in the last method we have seen we can take the common factors, but sometimes it is not that we can directly take the common factors. We have to group up some terms and then we can take out the common factor. So in this method we are going to see how we are going to perform this kind of operation. So if suppose the expression is AB plus BC plus AX plus CX. Now if I look at the four different terms over here, so there is nothing common in these four different terms. But if I look at this expression as this as a separate part and this second part as a separate part, what we see is in this part B is common and in the second part X is common. So first of all we take common from this. So B we have taken common, so we are left with A plus C, and from the second part we have taken X common, so it is A plus C. So this process is called the grouping process, that we have grouped this part as one group, this part as the second group, and from each group we have taken something common. We have taken B common and X common. Now what we see from this is this part, A plus C, and A plus C is common in both these. So what we get is we are writing A plus C as common. So from the first term we are left with B, and from the second term we are left with X. Similarly, the next example is there. So it is x square, 3x, x and 3. So this x square I can write it x into x. So if I look at this x and this x, I can take x common. So when I will take x common from these two terms, from the first two terms we are talking about, we have taken x common. So what we are left with is x plus 3. Next, these two terms is a group. So we are saying it is x plus 3. Now from these two terms, we are having x plus 3 and x plus 3 is common. So we take x plus 3 common. But important thing to note over here is we are writing it is x into x plus 3 plus x plus 3. So what we are saying, x plus 3 is common, x plus 3 is common. We have to take x plus 3 as common. So what mistakes students generally do? They write x over here, because we are left with x and we are not left with anything over here, but this is wrong answer. What we have to do is basically we are having over here into 1. This term is also there. So when you will take x plus 3 common from this second term, what we are left with is 1, which you have to write it like plus 1. So the answer is x plus 3 into x plus 1. So this mistake is very common mistake among students, that when they take x plus 3 common from the second term, they do not write 1 over here. They do not write this 1 over here. They just leave the answer as x plus 3 into 1 into x. So this is wrong, because the correct answer is x plus 3 into x plus 1. Similarly, in the next third part, what we see is, if we look at the common terms over here, from the first two terms it is b over here, this is b square, so b square I can write b into b. In the next part it is 12, I can write 2 into 6. It is c over here, 2 over here and c over here. So how we have grouped these terms? First two terms we have grouped and the next two terms we have grouped. From the first two terms we have taken b as common. From the first two terms, if suppose we have taken b as common, so what we are left over here, it is 6a minus b plus. From the next term, suppose I am taking 2 and c as common, so what I am left with is 6a minus b. So what we are saying over here, the second term is again common over here. So the answer you will get it is 6a minus b is now common, and the answer you will get it is b plus 2c. This is the answer you are getting over here. So similarly, what we have done, we have rearranged these terms, and how we have grouped? We have grouped this and this term. You can adopt any of these procedure. You can use this method or you can use this method. It is up to you that how you are grouping the terms, but the final answer will be same. So we have grouped these two terms and second term is there. From these two terms we are saying 6a. From this term you can take 6a common, so we are left with b plus 2c. From the second term we have taken b common. The answer, the final answer you are getting, it is same. Similarly, in the next part, what we have done, how we have grouped the terms is, we are saying it is a square. We have moved this a on this side. Now we have grouped these two terms and we have grouped these two terms. It is not necessary that you do it like this. You can just directly, you can also directly solve this. It is a square plus b. You keep it like this. And next is a b minus a. If suppose I try to group it in some other way, what we can do is, we can write, there is nothing common in these two. You can see from this, if you will take common from these two, it is minus a into b minus 1. Then we are having the term a square plus b minus this, and we cannot further simplify it. So it means grouping cannot take place in this form. Next, what we can do is, we are writing it is a square. Suppose I am writing minus ab plus b minus a. Now how I am making the groups? It is a square minus ab, and second group I am making it is b minus a. So I take a common from this, so we are left with a minus b plus. I am taking minus 1 common from this, and this is a minus b. So the answer I will write, this is from both these terms, what is common we have is a minus b, a minus b. So the final answer that you will get, a minus b is common, and we are left with a minus 1. This is the same answer we are getting over here. So we are having 4 terms. If we try to group it like this, we are not reaching any answer. You have to see how we are going to make the groups. This is very important in this, that we have to see how we can make the groups. It is not that always the expressions are in the correct form. You have to rearrange the terms and you will come to know that which grouping suits you the best. Now in the next question, it is x square plus 1 by x square minus 2 minus 2x minus 2 by x. Now we are trying to group the terms. So it is plus 2 basically over here. So what we are saying, if you look at this term, in our first chapter, we have seen the formula over there, that if we are trying to write x plus 1 by x whole square, the value is x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 times x into 1 by x. So it is basically x square plus 1 by x square plus 2. This is the answer we are having over here. So we are saying this first term that is given to us, it is this term we are talking about. So we can write this whole term as x plus 1 by x whole square. So this is the formula of square. So now I hope you might have come to know why we were talking about those identities. So they are useful in these cases. And we have formed the group of these two terms. So from these two terms we can take minus 2 common. When we take minus 2 common from the first term, what we are left with is x. From the second term we are left with is 1 by x. This minus sign is already there, so both of these terms will become negative. So from these two terms, what we are saying, what we can take common is x plus 1 by x. So when I take x plus 1 by x common, so from the first term we are left with x plus 1 by x, because it is square over here. So this square is minus 1. We have taken this as common, so the power will reduce by 1. So this will become equal to 1. And the next term we will have it is from this term, when we will take x plus 1 by x common, so we are left with minus 2. So the final answer that you will get, it will be in the form of this, that it is x plus 1 by x into x plus 1 by x minus 2. Now we cannot further simplify this, so this is our final answer in this case. Now in the next question we are given the terms, it is 1 plus x plus y minus z plus xy minus yz minus zx minus xyz. So we have to see how we are going to make the grouping. So if I make the groups like 1 plus x, y minus z, the single terms are there, so it will be difficult to solve. So first group we made, suppose I am saying 1 plus x is a group. Now next term we have is y, and I make the grouping of y, say with minus yz. So what we are saying, the first term we are having 1 plus x, the next term we are having say plus y minus yz. Now the next grouping we are making minus z with minus zx, because xy does not contain z. So the next element we have it is minus z minus zx, and what we are left now is with plus xy minus xyz. So what we get is 1 plus x as it is. We cannot take anything common from this. From the next term we can take y common. So when we take y common, it is basically into 1. So we are left with 1 minus z. From the next term we take minus z common. So it is again into 1. So it is 1 plus x. And from the next term we are taking plus xy common. Again into 1 is there. So 1 minus z. Now what we see from this is 1 plus x, this is 1 plus x. Second thing is this is 1 minus z, this is 1 minus z. So again we group these terms, it is 1 plus x minus z into 1 plus x. Next is plus y into 1 minus z plus xy into 1 minus z. So we take 1 plus x common from this first term, and we are left with 1 minus z. Next we take 1 minus z common from this term, and we are left with y plus x into y, and next 1 minus z is common in both of these. So the answer we will get it is 1 minus z into 1 plus x from the first term plus y plus xy from the second term. Now again we are talking about, in this case we are saying it is 1 minus z is there, then we have 1 plus x plus y common, and it is 1 plus x. From the second term we are talking about, it is y plus x into y. So we are writing it in this form. So it is 1 minus z into 1 plus x common, and what we are left over here is this 1 plus x is 1, this 1 plus x is there, so it is into 1, so 1 plus y we get. So the final answer we get is 1 plus x into 1 plus y into 1 minus z. So this is the answer we obtained if we group the terms like this. And how we have solved? We have solved over here. We have grouped the terms in this form, that this is one grouping. Then we have obtained 1 plus x, 1 plus x, and 1 plus x, and 1 plus x in all these four terms. We have taken 1 plus x common. You can adopt any form of grouping to find the final answer. There is no just one single way you can say that this is correct way or this is the another is the correct way. You can use any of these to find this answer. Similarly, in the next question, we have it is 2x minus 3 whole square minus 8x plus 12. So what we see from this is, if we look at this term 8x minus 8x plus 12, so we can say we can take minus 4 common, and we are left with this 2x minus 3. So when you take 2x minus 3, this is 2x minus 3 and this is 2x minus 3 square. So what we do is we take 2x minus 3 common from both these. So what we are left with is 2x minus 3 minus 4. So this is our final answer in this case. Now the next we have is the factorization using the difference of squares. So we are having the direct formula that we know. It is, we are using this formula, and most of the questions these are based on this formula. We will use the grouping, we will use the taking commons, and we will use this formula over here. The formula we have is a square minus b square is equal to a minus b into a plus b. So first question is, direct question is there, that we are having the term x square minus y square by 100. So what we are saying, we can write this y square by 100 as y by 10 whole square. So this is just like a square minus b square, and we are using the formula a minus b into a plus b to obtain the answer. So similarly, this question is there. So we are writing 100 as 10 square and 9x square as 3x whole square. So this is just like a square minus b square, where a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 3x. Just write the formula a minus b into a plus b. Put these values in this formula, you will get the answer. In the next question, it is 7x square minus 1 by 2 square. Again, you will apply the formula, you will get the answer. In the next question, we are saying it is x cube minus x. So x is common in both of these. So when it is common, we take it is taken out. So we are left over here, it is x square minus 1. Again, why it is x square minus 1? Because x cube minus x is there. One thing you can do, you can write it like x into x square minus x into 1. So x is common in both of these. So when you will take x common, you are left with x square minus 1. Or if we are taking x common from this term, what we are saying, when we are taking x common from this term, this becomes x cube minus 1, and this becomes x raised to the power 1 minus 1. I am again and again repeating this thing because this is the most common mistake that the students make when they solve these kind of questions. They do not write 1 over here, they do not write this 1 over here. So when you will do it, it is x into x square minus, this is 1 minus 1 is 0 and x raised to power 0 is 1. You can use any of these to remember this, you can directly write it, but it is very important to note that this 1 is very important over here. Next is 18 a square x square minus 32. So if we look at these terms, it is 18a square. So 18 and 32 have something in common, it is 2. So we have taken 2 common from this, and what we are left with is, when we divide this term with 2, we divide this term with 2. So we are left over here, it is 9 a square x square, and when you divide 32 with 2, we are left with 16. So how we can write these terms is, it is 3ax whole square minus 16, you can write it is 4 whole square, and 2 is already there. This is how we are writing this term, and this is the term a square minus b square, and we know the formula, it is a minus b into a plus b. The value of a is, this whole is the value of a. So what we are going to do, 3ax, this is a, minus b is 4. When you start solving this question, just try to write this, that a is equal to 3ax, b is equal to 4. Try to write these values, then you will never commit a mistake. Then write this formula, put these values in this formula. It is 3a minus 4 into 3ax plus 4. This is the answer you are getting over here, that 2 was already there, and you are getting this answer. Similarly, in this next question, we are having 2 and 32 as constants. So we can, from 32 we can take 2 common, because it is not directly the square of anything. And then we are having a raised to the power 5 and a. So we can take 2a common from both these terms. When you take 2a common, what you are left over here, 2 you have taken common, a raised to the power 5 is there, a you have taken common, so it is a raised to the power 4 minus, from 32, when you divide it with 2a, 2 gets cancelled over here, it is 16, a gets cancelled, so you are left with 16, and you can write this as 2a into, it is a raised to power 4. You can write a raised to power 4 as a square whole square, that we have already know. A raised to the power m, a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m into n, minus 16, you can write it as 4 square. So the answer you will get from this, it is 2a into a square minus 4 into a square plus 4. Why it is so? We are saying the formula we have, it is a minus b into a plus b. The value of a we are having over here a square, and value of b we are having over it is 4. So when you will substitute these values in this formula, you will get the answer is this. Now if you look at this term, a square minus 4, it is still in the form a square minus 2 square. So you can again use the formula a minus 2 into a plus 2. So the final answer we are getting, it is 2a, a minus 2 into a plus 2, and the last step we are getting, it is a square plus 4. Now in the next question, we are having x square minus 1 minus 2a minus a square. So what we see from here is, first we have to group these terms. Suppose I am trying to group these terms, and I group them like this, that I group these two terms separately and I group these two terms separately. So for the first term, I am using the formula x minus 1 into x plus 1, and from the second term I am taking a common minus a common, so I am left with 2 plus a. And what we see, that we do not arrive at any answer. This is not of the form of what we have to do. We have to write px is equal to some g1x into g2x, but there is negative sign over here, so this is not basically the factorization. So what we are going to do in this case is, how we have grouped the terms is, we have written this x square over here and 1 plus 2a plus x square separately. Why we are doing this? Because this term, we are saying, if I am writing the formula for 1 plus a whole square, then that will be 1 plus a square plus 2a into 1, that is equal to a square plus 1 plus 2, and it is this particular term. So our question becomes x square minus 1 plus a square. Now this is of the form a square minus b square, where value of a is x, value of b is 1 plus a. The formula we have, it is a minus b into a plus b. So when you will substitute these values, it is x minus b is 1 plus a, and it is x plus 1 plus a. So the answer you will get, it is x minus a minus 1 into x plus a plus 1. So this is the answer you will get in this particular case. Similarly, we are having 1 plus 2ab minus a square plus b square. We have to group these terms. Again, if we look at these terms, these are the formula for a square plus b square, and 2ab term is also there. So what we are going to do is, we are going to write it like 1 minus, we have taken negative common, we are writing this term first, it is a square plus b square, because negative sign is there. So we are writing a square plus b square, and this positive sign will now become minus 2ab, and this term a square plus b square minus 2ab, this is formula for a minus b whole square. So our question becomes 1 minus a minus b whole square. So this is again of the form a square minus b square. So the answer is 1 minus a minus b into 1 plus a minus b. Now in the next question, we are having x raised to power 4 plus 4. So no direct formula is applicable over here, because we cannot group the terms. The formula a square minus b square is not applicable over here. So what we try to do is, we try to write this term, this x raised to power 4 plus 4. We can write, suppose I am saying, if I am writing it in the form x square plus 2 whole square, if suppose I am writing it in this form, then the answer will be x raised to the power 4 plus 4 plus 2 into x square into 2. So it is x square plus 4 plus 4x square. So what we do is, this term we have obtained over here, x square plus 4x plus 4, we add and subtract this term from the given expression, and we write it in the form of this, that it is x raised to power 4, we are writing x square whole square, 4 it is 2 square, we have added and subtracted this term 4x square, and we have subtracted this term 4x square. I hope this is clear to you why we are adding and subtracting this term over here, this power 4, that is 4x square we have added to it, 4x square we have subtracted from it. So this whole term, we have seen from here that this whole term is equal to x plus 2, x square plus 2 whole square, and what we are left with is minus 4x square, and this term is of the formula a square minus b square, that is equal to a minus b into a plus b, where the value of a is x square plus 2 and value of b is 2x. So when you will put these values in this equation, you will get the answer as x square plus 2 minus 2x into x square plus 2 plus 2x. So this is our final answer. This is our final answer in this case. So there are several different ways to solve this, and how you can learn this is just by their practice. So you must practice all these questions again and again, so that you should be able to solve these questions in the examination. Now similarly, in the next question, it is x square plus 4 over x square. It is again the same type of problem is there. This is plus sign over here, so the formula x square minus y square is not applicable over here. This formula is not applicable over here. So what we have to do, we have to add and subtract something. So again we look at same type of term. It is x plus 2 by x whole square. If we look at this term, it will be x square plus 4 by x square plus 2 into x into 2 by x. Now what is the value of this term? It is 4. The value of this term is 4. So what we do, we add and subtract 4 from this equation. We add and subtract 4 from this equation. So when you add and subtract 4, you will get the answer in this form, that it is x plus 2 by x whole square minus 4. I hope this is clear to you now from where this term is coming. This is coming from this, and this term is coming, this 4 is coming from this term. Now this is of the form a square minus b square, where a is equal to x plus 2 by x and b is equal to 2. So you will use the formula a minus b into a plus b, substitute the value over here, and you will get the answer in the form x plus 2 by x minus 2 into x plus 2 by x plus 2. In the next question again, it is x raised power 4 plus 1 by x raised power 4 plus 1. So all the terms, these are positive terms, so it is, we are not able to find anything common. The grouping is also not directly possible. So again we look at this part. It is x raised power 4 plus 1 by x raised power 4. So what we do, it is x square plus 1 by x square whole square, and the answer you will get, it is x raised power 4 plus 1 by x raised power 4 plus 2 times x square into 1 by x square. These two gets cancelled and we are left over here, it is 2. So what we do, we add and subtract 2 from it. So what we get is, it is x raised to the power 4 plus 1 by x raised power 4 plus 2 minus 2, and plus 1 is already, this plus 1 is from the question that we are writing over here. So what we are saying, this much part we are saying, it is x square plus 1 by x square whole square. This is coming from this formula, and minus 2, this we are left with this minus 1, and this is minus 1 square. So this term will act as a and this will be b, and we are getting a square minus b square, that is equal to a minus b into a plus b. You will substitute these values and you will get the answer in this form. Now in the next question, we are having x raised to the power 4 plus y square, x square y square plus y raised to the power 4. So now again we are having the terms over here. It is x raised to the power 4 and this is y raised to the power 4. So what kind of term is this? It is x square plus y square whole square. So if you solve this term, it will be x raised to the power 4 plus y raised to the power 4 plus 2 times x square y square. So what we do, we add and subtract 2x square y square. We subtract 2x square y square to this term. When you will add this term to this, how grouping is done? It is x raised to the power 4 plus y raised to the power 4 plus 2 times x square y square, and these two terms get adjusted, and what we are left with is minus of x square y square. This term is mentioned over here. Now this first term we are having over here, that we have already seen, that is equal to x square plus y square whole square. So it is written over here, it is x square plus y square whole square, and this term is minus xy square. So you use the formula, it is, this term is a and this term is b. So you are using the formula a minus b into a plus b, and you will obtain this answer. Now in the next question we have, it is a into a minus 1 minus b into b minus 1. So if you look at this question, then the grouping, directly we cannot take anything common, and even after the grouping is not possible because only two terms are there. So what first thing we do is we solve simplify this expression. So what we obtain, it is a square minus a minus b square plus b. Now we group these terms as how we are grouping this term, it is a square and b square we make one group, and a and b we make the another group. So what we get is, it is a square minus b square, and second is a plus minus b. So on this first term we are using the formula a minus b into a plus b, and second is a minus b, and in this term a minus b we are talking about, we can take common. So when you take this common, you will get this answer. So again same thing is there, when you will take a minus b common, so basically into 1 is there. So when you will take a minus b common, you will get a plus b minus 1. In the next question we are having x raised to the power 4 plus 3x square plus 4. So it is raised to the x raised to the power 4 is there, and this 4 is there. So you can consider this as x raised to the power 2 square, and this as 2 square plus 3x square. So what we are going to do now is, we are going to write x square plus 2 whole square, that is equal to x square plus 4 plus 4x square. So this is the term we are having over here, it is x square whole square. So it is x raised to the power 4 plus 4 plus 4x square. So what we get, x raised to the power 4 plus 4 is x raised to the power 4 plus 4, or we are saying x raised to the power 4 plus 4. So what we are doing, we are going to add 4x square and subtract 4x square. So our question will become x raised to the power 4 plus 4 plus, we are having over here, it is, we can add 4x, it is 4x square, then it is minus x square. These two terms we are talking, 3x square and minus 4x square, these will together give us minus of x square. This first term we are having the formula x square plus 2 whole square, and second is minus x square. So this term is like a and this term is b. So the answer is a minus b into a plus b. So the final answer you will get, it is x square plus 2 minus x into x square plus 2 plus x, because a is x square plus 2 and b is x. Now in the next step we are saying, can we solve this further? So the details of this, it is difficult to solve these further. The details of this will be in your next class, when you will solve the quadratic equations. You will come to know that whether we can solve this further or not. So that is the part of your next class. So we leave this answer up to this right now. Similarly, in the next question, it is x raised to the power 4 plus 5x square plus 9. So how we are going to adjust the terms is, it is x raised to the power 2 whole square plus 3 square plus 5x square. So what kind of formula we are going to use is, it is x square plus 3 whole square. So that is equal to x raised to the power 4 plus 9 plus 6x square. So what we are going to do, we are going to add 6x square, and when you subtract 6x square, it is 5x square minus 6x square will be minus of x square. You will get a square minus b square. This term is a, this term is x is b. You will apply the formula and you will get this answer. Similarly, in the next question, it is x raised to the power 8 minus y raised to the power 8. So x raised to the power 8, you can write it like x raised to the power 4 whole square and y raised to the power 4 whole square. So this x raised to the power 4 will act like a and y raised to the power 4 will act like b. So we are using the formula a minus b into a plus b. Now we are having two parts. One is x raised to the power 4, y raised to the power 4. So x raised to the power 4 into y raised to the power 4, you can write again it as x square whole square plus y square whole square. And you will apply the formula. This will divide in two parts, x square minus y square, x square plus y square. X square minus y square will again divide in two parts. What we are saying over here, we have started with x raised to the power 8 minus y raised to the power 8. In the first step, we are getting it is x raised to the power 4 minus y raised to the power 4 into x raised to the power 4 plus y raised to the power 4. This is divided in two parts, x raised to the power 2 plus y raised to the power 2 into x raised to the power 2 minus y raised to the power 2. This is further divided in two parts, x minus y into x plus y. This is the first part we are talking about, x raised to the power 4, y raised to the power 4 is solved. Now the second expression we have is x raised to the power 4 plus y raised to the power 4. So to solve this, what we have to do? To solve this expression, we are going to solve x square plus y square whole square. Its value is x raised to the power 4 plus y raised to the power 4 plus 2 times x square y square. So we add and subtract 2 times x square y square from this. For the first term, it is x square plus y square whole square, and second term is square root 2 of xy whole square. This is important to note over here. This is a different kind of question we have not discussed earlier. So we are saying this is, when it is 2x square y square, we can write it is equal to square root 2xy whole square. Now this is again, this is a, this is b. So we are using the formula a minus b into a plus b. And you will get the final answer in this form, that it is x minus y into x plus y into x square plus y square into x square plus y square minus root 2xy, x square plus y square plus root 2xy. Next, this is the last question of this part, this lecture. So we are having 2x minus 1 by plus 1 by 3 square minus x minus 1 by 2 square. So this is the direct formula. This term will be a, this term will be b. We know the answer is a minus b into a plus b. So in place of a, we are writing 2x plus 1 by 3. In place of b, we are writing x minus 1 by 3. Then into a is 2x plus 1 by 3 and b is x minus 1 by 2. And you will solve these terms. You will get the answer is 3x minus 1 by 6 into x plus 5 by 6.